So, for a very long time, I've been thinking about this video, and basically, this is what am I afraid of? I'm pretty much afraid of two things. One of them is very stereotypical, oh my god, everyone's afraid of this, and it's spiders. Like, why do you have 8 legs? That's just weird. And they're awful to look at, and they absolutely terrify me. The second fear, though, is pretty much the topic for this video anyway, is being African American in America. It's a lot deeper than spiders, duh. But it's actually a lot more terrifying than spiders. It's probably my number one fear. And I'll explain it. So, oh my god, I'm crying. No. Okay. I'm 17 years old. I'm African American, female, and I'm absolutely terrified of what's going to happen to me in my future. Oh my god. Okay, because I know I'm about to move out of the house. I know I'm gonna have to start doing stuff on my own, like driving and going out and being in college, because that's what I want to do. But I got my permit in May of last year, and I haven't drove at all. And it's not because I can't, because I have two parents who are perfectly willing to take me out, and I have a perfectly fine car. But it's like, I'm so terrified of what's going to happen to me because I'm black. And that's so hard to admit, and my parents, they don't even know this. So, hey guys, this is why I don't want to drive. Because it's like, one day they're not going to be in the car with me. It's going to just be me. What happens to me then? Like, I'm completely and utterly just terrified of the police. The people who were sworn to protect us absolutely terrify me because I'm black. It's like, I don't want to do it. I kind of just... What am I going to do if they stop me? How do I know that's not the end of my life? How do I know that that's not the last time I'm going to be seen? That's what's so scary about being black. Because every day I live in complete and utter fear. Because what if that's the day that my parents get a call and I'm dead somewhere, simply because we are so hated because of the color of our skin. I have younger siblings and older siblings, and I mean, in my family, I'm about as white as it gets. So it's like, what if tomorrow is the day I get a call and they're gone because we're hated for the color of our skin. I have a friend and her mom is great. She really is. She's like my second mom. And she said that girls of color go missing almost 4 times as often as, Caucasian females. And in particular, it's little black girls around my age. And I'm 17. I'm almost grown. What if I go missing? Because we're like a prize. Everyone hates us, but everyone wants a little black girl. That's so scary. And it's like, I feel like I have to be something so that people know. I feel like I have to say this so people know how it feels. Like, my ancestors fought so hard for us to even get to this point. And I live in complete fear because I don't know what's gonna happen to me now. Like, we've had so many movements for equal rights. We've had so much go on to get us to the point that we are today, yet we still live in fear. I'm so afraid. And what am I gonna do? No one knows what we're gonna do because there's nothing that we can do except keep fighting. Like, I don't want to be another statistic. I don't want my family to be another statistic. I don't want those that I care about to be another statistic because I don't know how I would live. And at the same time, living in constant fear pushes me to do something with myself because it's like, I don't want to spend my whole life being afraid. But I also don't want my kids to live like this. I don't want my grandkids to live like this. I don't want anyone in the future whom I care about to live in the same state of fear that I do. Which is why I feel like we have to do something about this. And when I say we, I mean not just the black community, but everyone. We all need to do something. Because it's not over. And we still have so much to fight for. And it's just the beginning. And it starts with this generation. Because we know how it operates. We know. And it's time for us to step up and prove ourselves. I've taken some time to just think, which is why I'm back. So you'll be seeing more of me because I have renowned purpose now. I have a new reason to continue so that I can make an impact in any way I can. So that maybe somewhere along the line, down the road, my family won't live in fear. Because that is my number one fear. It's just being black. And there's nothing I can do to change that. Because that's how I was born. But I also know that I have to do something. Because there are people looking at me. There are people who need me. Not even just my family. There are complete strangers who need to hear what I have to say. They need to hear what you have to say. They need to hear what we have to say as a whole. And we can't just be scared all the time. I wanted to go to so many rallies, but I'm afraid that that's going to be the one that gets shut up. But at the same time, I know I have to do something. So for now, I'll just settle for making my little videos because I know that I'm reaching someone. And in the future, I'll do more. That's a promise. Because I don't want my little girl's number one fear to be my same fear. Because that means that we failed as a generation, as a community, as a country, where people take pride in coming here to visit us, to live with us, to be around us, because we are the promised country. Yet, majority of the country lives in the same fear that I have. Is today going to be the day that I die because of the color of my skin? Am I going to go missing because of the color of my skin? Am I going to continue to be discriminated against because of the color of my skin? And one day the answer will be no. And one day this country will be so much better because of it. I think that's all I have to say for right now, because this has actually turned into an 11-minute conversation. But I think that that's something that we all need to work on. And this is something that people need to see, because being afraid of your promised protector is not a good feeling, especially when you know that you're not going to do anything that would cause for you to be afraid of them. It's simply because of the color of your skin. We have to educate ourselves, for one. We have to come together, for two. And we have to say something, for three. We need to make an impact right now, so in the future, we don't have to go through this again. Because in past generations, they fought for something, and they all came together. They had a set leader, and we followed them to the end. And I think that we need to find that again, so that I don't have to continue to live in fear. My mom doesn't have to continue to live in fear. My dad doesn't have to continue to live in fear. And my family just doesn't have to live in fear simply because of the color of our skin. And I think that's all for this week. So I love you guys. I hope you share this. I hope you like it. I hope you, subscribe and all of that good stuff. But I also hope that you take something from this, because that's my number one fear. And I don't want it to stay that way. I want to just be afraid of spiders, because they're awful. And they have 8 legs. Like, why? Why 8? Why not 2? Why not 4? But it's whatever. I want that to be my only fear.